Former Men at Work singer Colin Hay has been entertaining audiences for more than 30 years. He's released 13 albums and has worked in film and TV.
He's now wrapping up an extensive tour of Australia, and our reporter Sam Davis caught up with him.
What's in it for me? I get a lot out of doing shows, wherever they are. I travel a lot of different parts of the world, not just major centres. Do a lot of work in North America and going over to do some stuff in Europe next year. But I've been working a lot for the last 2 decades. I did some touring earlier in the year in regional Victoria, and it's there's some nice places to play these days. I drink good coffee every morning. Comes from a place that's far away. I haven't really lived in Australia all the time. I lived in California for most of the last couple of decades. Sometimes I see people that I haven't seen for a long time, so it's a pretty nice experience. Well, when I'm here, it feels like I'm coming home. I mean, I'm lucky, I mean, when I go to Scotland, it feels like I'm going home, and when I go back to California, it feels like I'm going home. So I have a lot of different homes. I'm very lucky. Without you here, there is less to say. There are people who come along because of Men at Work, clearly, but that seems to be, I wouldn't say diminishing, but what I found is that people who are older, they don't go out that much anymore. So, it's hard to get people who are 40 plus to go out in the first place. And not only that, but because it's not called Men at Work, because it's not Men at Work, it's not the old band, it's a solo thing, there's even less of a connection with, say, older people, because they tend to be more brand oriented. Like if the Eagles come through, there's people who will go and see the Eagles and they'll be in their thousands, but there'll be people who grew up with that music. So I was lucky to pick up a younger audience through, like you say, through film and television, Scrubs and so forth. So the audience has tended to be younger over the last, say, 7 or 8 years. Even though I may soon feel the touch of love, I just don't think I'll ever get over you. I've never stopped playing those songs, and I just continue writing songs, and it's not really something that, I mean, it's a long time ago as well, it's 30 years ago, so it's not, I've been on my own for 25, 26 years, and so that's a long time. 102